Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president!
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to the
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8 electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11 electoral votes, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to CobraCast 199. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, and I am happy to see all of you here. I know it said 10 o'clock, but we bumped up the start time. You can't call me late and gay today. That's right. Early and straight and above average. That's what I am today. Early and above average. There we go. You can't accuse me of being late and gay or late and Ricada. You can't do it. You can't do it. All right. Early and straight, baby. Let's go. For the first time ever in the history of CobraCast, we are early and straight. But yeah, obviously I traveled, from Pensacola back to Orlando today, got in a little bit early. So I decided let's just go live a little bit earlier. And it seems the party is getting started pretty damn early because I'm seeing gifties already dropping from Dom H and Vic Whiplash. Oh my goodness. The party is starting and I am very, very excited to see all of you here in the house. We got Tomac dropping a 50. Man, you guys are ready for some CobraCast, aren't you? We got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about Howard Stern going full beta male. We're going to talk about Trump being the absolute rock star. Imagine thinking that Trump is going to lose support because women want him to sign their tits. You think that's going to make Trump lose any support? Of course it's not. Trump's a rock star. That's who he is. That's who he is. Look at Vic Whiplash. Let's go. Vic Whiplash is pumped up and ready to go. I got a feeling this is going to be a banger of a CobraCast, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, it's so funny, man. Titanfall stream tonight, says Phantom X. I mean, let's see how this stream goes. Let's see if this is a hyped enough stream. Why not have some Titanfall 2 afterwards? Why not? Coalesce says, I didn't sub to CobraCast and F&T for early and straight. Hail the 199. Look at that. Coalesce in the house. Let me get Tomok's 50. Says, so I see you have a few people that want you to play Yakuza. I think that's how you say it, Yakuza. My only question is, have you let the light of Majima into your heart? And Tomok, I saw that you sent me. Shout out to Tomok. Tomok's always sending me codes for games. Krista, remind me. Krista's here, everyone. Would you like to chat? Do you want to say hello to Krista Nova? Would you like to say hello? I mean, I'm not gonna assume your answer, so I'll let you answer first. But Krista, remind me, Tomok has a ton of game codes that he's been sending me, so I need to forward those over to you. Vic Whiplash just dropped 20 gifted memberships. All right, there's a lot of enthusiasm for Krista Nova to make an appearance. There she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Oh, wait. Okay, no, I'm not muted. Hi, everybody. I'm rocking my Trump mugshot hoodie. You can get yours. Links are in the description down below. And we also have hats. We have Don't Tread on Me hats. We have CobraCast hats. And we also have 199 hats.
There we go.
Pretty exciting.
Vic Whiplash just dropped 20 gifties. 20 gifties. So, Krista, remind me. Tomok has been dropping a bunch of game codes. I need to forward those over to you. You're going to be awesome. And so, thank you, Krista. Shout out to you. So, she'll be here, guys. If you need her, just holler at her in the chat. She'll be here. She will be here. Thanks, Krista. Shout out to Donnie Danko for this amazing thumbnail tonight. Donnie Danko is continuing to crush it. I love what we have going on here at CobraCast. I love it. I love the peeps. It's amazing. Steiner Math for 10 says, I hear Stern is 141 2/3 pussy, and I agree. Maybe his wife would like to be with the real man without COVID booster induced ED, because there's nothing finer than being with Scott Steiner. Holler if you hear me. Dude, it is crazy. It is crazy how far. Like, my question for the chat is, who has fallen farther? This is going to be an interesting one. Who has fallen farther? Eminem or Howard Stern? Eminem or Howard Stern? Who has fallen farther? Because I truly don't know the answer to that. I think it's maybe Stern, but I had more respect for Eminem back in the day than I did Stern. It's really like, I want to remind everybody, okay? I want to remind, and I see you, Hayden Wayne. I see you, Hayden Wayne. Let's see here. Hang on. Right here. I just want to remind everybody, because I know I want to remind everybody. This is Eminem, and I know it's the easy answer is Stern, okay? But this is Eminem talking about Donald Trump.
Talking about Trump, I get too flustered in my head, and the shit that I want to say, there's too many things I want to say at once. So sometimes I start talking and I'm not able to convey the message the right way, because I just get flustered and frustrated. Watching him play to his base that thinks that he cares about them, and it's actually the people that he cares about the fucking least. If you're talking about his core being, a majority white middle class, what I don't understand is, how in the fuck do you feel like you relate to a billionaire who has never known struggle his entire fucking life? I will say this, he talks a good one. And if you're in his base, you're a core, let's say you're going to the rallies or whatever, you watch him on TV, you hear him talking this shit. There's part of me that understands, like, all right, he's somehow still got them because he's brainwashing them into thinking that something great is going to happen. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. I don't know, man. I get really flustered when I talk about it.
What a little bitch. You know what's happening, Eminem? I went to the gas station today and spent $111 to fill up my truck. $111 to fill up my truck. That's what's happening. Do you know what's happening? Illegal immigration is through the roof right now. Inflation is through the roof right now. It literally, this country is a disaster right now, just a few years removed from when Trump had it amazing. So yes, a lot of great things happened from 2016 to 2020, Feminem, a lot of great things. But the answer is, well, the question again is Eminem or Stern, because I'm sure you've heard Stern's comments of late. And listen, Howard Stern didn't just wake up and become woke like 2 days ago. Howard Stern is one of the most, he's been deranged for a long time. Like Howard Stern literally locked himself like in his house for COVID. And I think he didn't leave for like years. I mean, Howard Stern is a psychopath and he has been bad for a long time. In terms of the question, though, it's all, I guess it's specific because I know there's a lot of people that used to look up to Howard Stern big time. I can't ever say I was a big Howard Stern fan. Obviously, I've seen a lot of stuff from him over the years. It's fine, whatever. I was a huge Eminem fan. I was a massive Eminem fan back in the day. I loved Eminem. I was a huge fan, and I still do. I still am a fan of his older music. So for me personally, and it's all, I guess, a personal answer is how high of regard did you hold each one of these individuals? I had Eminem in a much higher regard than I had Stern back in the day. So for me, Eminem has fallen further. But if you held Stern in a higher regard, he's probably fallen further. Now, if you take a step back and take fandom out of the equation or your bias out of the equation, I think Howard Stern's probably more deranged than Eminem. I think Stern is probably more deranged than M at this point. Just if you're calling it, if you're just looking at woke versus woke, they're both woke, but I think Stern's probably worse. I think Stern's probably worse. So that's it's a layered answer, but as you see the poll, what did it end up being? It was like 50. Yeah, right there. It's 51 to 48. Where's the 49 at? Eminem, but I knew it would be close. Shout out to our Rumble audience. Shout out to all of you. I appreciate you guys being here and supporting as always. Thank you so much. Gonzo Sean says second month as a Gifty member. Again, Vic Whiplash. Hail the 199. Absolutely. Vic Whiplash has already showed up. Dom and Vic Whiplash got the party started early tonight, and I don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon. Epic Mike is in the house. What's up, Epic Mike? How the hell are you, brother? What, no intro? Yeah, we had an intro. We just started early, so that's why you probably missed it, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, we did have one. Raggedy Man says, scanning in D-Day Cobra. Hell yes. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Where's Hayden says, I'm still trying to get you to stream Armored Core 6. I know, poor Hayden. Hayden, I imagine Hayden is probably sitting here going, all right, I've been trying my best to get him to stream Armored Core. He admitted that he bought it, which I did. I did purchase it based on Hayden. And as soon as I'm getting ready to play it, they fixed Titanfall, another the mech game that I love more than anything. And Hayden's like, bro, what is up with my luck? I nearly had him ready to stream Armored Core 6, and Titanfall 2 gets fixed, and now Jeremy's like locked in on Titanfall 2. It's pretty damn funny. Pretty funny. Shout out to hey, I got bad luck, says Hayden. Hayden, bro, it's been years of punishment as a Titanfall fan. It has been years. And now it's finally back. The love of my life has returned. And I'm just spending all the time I can with her because she ain't going to stay here. She ain't going to stay. Poor Titanfall ain't going to stay. She's going to run out and leave me again. That's what's going to happen. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to wake up one day and Titanfall's dead again. That's what I'm waiting for. But I got her right now. So Jenna Hughes, who has fallen further? Why You have Jeremy all the way from the bottom of the snake pit, surrounded by the serpents of the 199. Thank you, Jenna. Great super chat right there. That is awesome. Shadow Knight, Krista is hot, says MCU fan. Ho, ho, ho. MCU fan. We all saw you say it, MCU fan. We all saw you say it. So you can't deny it. You can't deny it at this point. You can't do it. Knights of Ben. Yo, Eminem, Trump is a black belt. That is 100% correct. That is why Eminem is so upset, because Trump is 6'3", 215 pounds. Alpha male, athlete, elite athlete. In fact, Trump is such an elite athlete. He's got women begging him to sign their chest, and that makes Eminem very jealous. Matter of fact, let's take a look at what's got them so upset these days. They're really upset. So the latest thing that the lunatic left is crying about is the great 45th president of the United States of America and the 47th president of the United States of America, the Rockstar, out there, a man of the people. And I guess they think that this is supposed to make us stop liking Trump because some chick wanted him to sign, not even her tits. It's just her shirt. It's like above her chest area. And Trump pulled it off perfectly. Let's watch the 45th and 47th president of the United States of America. Yeah. What a guy. What a guy right there. If that ain't your president, I don't know who is. That's my president right there. And look at it. Look at that. Look at the perfect placement. Look at it. Like he hovered it perfectly. That is one more time. One more time. What a guy. What a badass. What an alpha male. Like, that's what happens when you're 6'3", 215 pounds, elite athlete. That's what happens. That's what happens right there. But yeah, the fact that they're freaking out, it's so funny, dude. So no, that's not going to make anybody not support Donald Trump. That's only going to make them want to support him even more, because that is what America's all about. He's a freaking rock star. That's who he is. And it's so good. Callie Prepper says, laugh my ass off. Trump's strategically trying not to touch her tatas while signing. It was perfect. Listen, it was a perfect signature. That's what Trump will say. It's a perfect signature. It's a perfect signature. Johnny the Whiz Kid says, I want Trump to sign my Home Alone 2 VHS cover. Oh, man. Shadow Knight says, read some supers, Jeremy. I've been reading them all night. Let's go. You literally bought AC6 with all the future DLC and your internet with his money, and you still haven't streamed it for him. I know it. Poor Hayden. But to be fair, Hayden did literally change the entire, path of Tuesday night's main event. Okay. So Hayden, that's our flagship show with Geeks and Gamers. And because of Hayden, I have now changed that to a more gaming centric show because of Hayden. Hayden has pull at G&G. Let's just say that. Hayden's got pull. Ain't no doubt about that. Let me see where we're at here. Let me go back to the top. Mr. Parker with the member message. Thank you. Bird Up says Howard Stern is the worst sellout in all of media. Even Jimmy Kimmel pales in comparison. It is pretty bad. It is really bad. It's man. Let's see. Shadow Knight says, tell Opla and the weirdo that I'll remember him confusing me for Shadow Combat. I was watching the archive footage. An MCU fan has KDS, Krista Derangement Syndrome. All hail the Fellowship 199 Semper Fi. Hell yes. Hell yes. Yeah, I remember that too, because he called Shadow Combat Shadow Knight. I'm like, it's not Shadow Knight, it's Shadow Combat, bro. Arthur Brown just got a new job, and I've been working 12 to 14-hour shifts, so I've skipped all the news the past 2 weeks. Well, hopefully we can help you get caught up a little bit here, Arthur Brown. Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here. Glad you got a new job, man. I hope all is going well for you. No intro. Yeah, we covered that one. Joe C. Last week, after Biden gave Iran $6 billion, they told the UN that the one responsible for killing Somalia, the Somalia deal would be dealt with. Was the $6 billion a payoff to kill Trump? Look it up. Listen, I feel like they're striking. I was thinking about this today when I was driving, because usually when I drive, I tend to like I tend to oh, did I not say it? Did I say it wrong? Soleimani. Oh, my bad. I'm fucking dyslexic anyway. I was looking at it because everything that they've been trying to do. So this is all goes back to like PR and everything like that. And I've talked about this a lot with Hollywood and stuff like that. Yeah, I did say it. Read harder. Yeah. Hey, I'm from Alabama. What do you expect from me? Okay. What do you expect? I said, aren't you gotten, for crying out loud? Okay. But anyway, I was thinking about this. A lot of the stuff that they've done it's all failing. Everything that they've done is failing. And I'm starting to worry what the next step is. And I do think that Russell Brand is the first step into what we're going to see a lot of in 2024 in terms of the defamation. But with Trump, everything they've thrown at him is not working. Arresting him is not working. They've done everything in their power. They started floating out the idea of taking him off the ballots. I don't feel like that gained the traction that they wanted it to gain him. I think that they were thinking that they were going to position Ron DeSantis to essentially be neck and neck with Trump at this point in time. That clearly hasn't happened. We're getting reports that Ron DeSantis and his entire campaign is getting ready to probably shut down. Like, that was from Politico, by the way. I just want to show you guys this. This is from Politico. And again, this is another failure of the mainstream media, because Ron DeSantis is 100% the mainstream media candidate. He 100% is. But right here, Politico: interviews with nearly 24 lobbyists, political consultants, and lawmakers revealed that DeSantis' struggles as a presidential candidate have already eroded his influence in Florida. There is widespread expectation that his candidacy will end in a failure. Waiting for him to drop out. DeSantis' influence nosedives in Florida. So they're just kind of at a point now where he's just going to have to go. And that is another failure into what they were trying to do, because all of these indictments was meant to hurt Trump's momentum. And if you go back before all of it started, Ron DeSantis had a little bit of credibility. And his numbers were pretty strong until, of course, he actually decided to run. And as soon as Trump started going after him, then everything started hurting everything, because Trump was exposing him. But the idea behind it was, if we put Trump in enough indictments, if we slow down his momentum enough, we're going to bog him down. DeSantis is going to become the front runner, and DeSantis can ultimately be the Republican nominee. That's what they wanted. It didn't work. None of it has worked. So now that leads us to what is the next step, because they're not just going to not keep trying. It's not like they're going to look at this and go, well, we've tried everything in our power to stop Trump and we just can't stop him. That's not how these people work. What is the next step? They're not going to go away quietly. So it is something to be very concerned about. It is it's something to be very concerned about. East Coast Toasted Boy says Howard Stern thing is old news. We know he's gay. No, I know, but there's just this more recent thing that just, to me, the comments from Howard Stern, and you know what? Let's go ahead and read these comments really quick from Howard Stern. Like this is really bad. This is a really bad statement. And to me, this shows someone that's terrified. This is someone who's absolutely terrified of cancel culture. Howard Stern hits back at critics. I am woke, mother effer, and I love it. And then he starts going down the kind of the checklist of woke talking points. Howard Stern is terrified of being canceled because Howard Stern, he is, again, those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. If Howard Stern started to talk about positively about Donald Trump and positively and negatively about Joe Biden, if Howard Stern started talking negatively about Big Pharma and all of this stuff, if Howard Stern started calling out all of the stuff going on, do you know what would happen to him? Do you know what would happen to him? He would be done. They would end him in a hot minute. And he knows that, and he's terrified because he doesn't have a spine. He never had a spine. He went away. He got away with what he knew he could get away with back in the day while appearing to be an edgelord. And now he's at a point where he recognizes, if I call them out, I am done. So he is terrified. And that's what you hear from him right here. The SiriusXM radio shock jock who rose to stardom with offensive skits that often border on sexist and racist reacted on Monday to a YouTube clip in which a fan lamented that he had gone woke. He said, I hear that a lot, that I'm not good anymore because I'm woke, said Stern, a vocal critic of his former friend, President Trump, blah, blah, blah. By the way, I kind of take it as a compliment that I'm woke, the self-described king of media said. On Monday, the same day he took aim at Lauren Boebert, calling her a disgrace. He called her a disgrace to this country for what happened. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my God. I'll tell you how I feel about it. To me, the opposite of woke is being asleep, said Stern, a staunch supporter of the Democratic Party. And if woke means I can't get behind Trump, which is what I think it means, or that I support people who want to be transgender, or I'm all for the vaccine, dude, call me woke as you fucking want, Stern said. And then he's good Lord, man, this is crazy. This is wild. The notorious germaphobe has repeatedly gone to extreme lengths to isolate himself since the spread of the coronavirus. Stern on Monday denounced critics of COVID vaccines, saying, I'm not for stupidity, you know. I ran out Friday morning, Stern continued. I was over at CVS. Thank you, CVS. I went over there at 9 a.m. and got myself the new vaccine of COVID. Fucking science. This country is so great, he added. Stern continued, I am woke, mother effer. I love it. I want to be awake. I want to read. This is like a hostage video. I want to be awake. I want to read legitimate news sources. Stern alluded to claims made by Trump and his supporters that President Biden's election victory was fraudulent. Here's how woke I am, Stern said. I believe the election was not rigged. I am woke. I think that's a compliment, the radio star added. And of course, there's Trump right there with Howard Stern. So this is when Howard Stern was allowed to hang out with Donald Trump. That's when Howard Stern was allowed to hang out with Donald Trump, when it was okay. And the moment that the powers that be made the call and made the decision, hey, you are no longer allowed to hang out with Donald Trump, suddenly Howard Stern changed his tune, because that's the type of man that Howard Stern is. He is a pathetic loser, a horribly pathetic loser. It's kind of crazy how pathetic he is. And so, yeah, so he continues on whining about Trump. Let's see. In May of 2020, Stern said he hates those who voted for the former real estate developer. In April, Stern sided with transgender social media influencer Dylan Mulvaney after his endorsement deal with Bud Light prompted right-leaning celebrities such as Kid Rock and Travis Tritt to declare a boycott of Anheuser-Busch brand. Stern's profound wokeness comes years after getting laughs with offensive remarks, including fat-shaming Precious Star in 2010. And then it just continues to go on and on and on. Oh, my God, man. So that's the latest on Howard Stern. What a pathetic piece of human garbage he is. Like, I am astonished at how pathetic he is. But I think we have our Beard of Shame nominee. I really, really do. I think we have our Beard of Shame nominee. What's your first thought for $20? Says great thing I never expected. Let's see. Great thing I never expected was a resurrection of Titanfall 2. Destroying a Titan by calling in my own Titan like a missile. Whoa! I haven't felt this in years. Hopefully we can get Titanfall 3 from this. Hail 199. Absolutely. And that's, man, Titanfall is just a different level. And people are probably going to get sick and tired of me praising Titanfall. You know what? For years, people have said, you're too negative, Jeremy. You hate everything. Well, Titanfall, there you go. I love it. It's the greatest game ever made. I'm happy that it's back. I will play the hell out of it as long as they'll allow me to play it, in terms of servers and things like that. But yeah, it's the greatest thing ever. So is Titanfall 2 on Steam? It is on Steam. It was on sale. I think it's back up to like $30 now. It was on sale, but yeah, but it's great. It's great. Yeah, today Jay Drunk 3PO is currently in Utah with Gina Carano, and he actually did a video call with me and a fan that has been watching me since 2016. It was pretty cool. That was really awesome. So I'm I was really it was an honor to get a call from somebody that's been watching since 2016. No, Titanfall 2 is not crossplay. Unfortunately, this came out before crossplay was a thing. So sadly, it is not. What do you think of the Dallas mayor switching to Republicans? I actually saw that story, and he basically talked about, like, we need Republicans now. He's like, we have to have Republican leadership in order to get this country back on point. And I agree 100%. And it's great to see. I hope we continue to see more of this. The momentum is shifting. There's no doubt about that. The momentum is shifting. Too many, like I told you today, I was at the gas station filling up my truck, and the guy next to me, I mean, I don't try to start up political conversations with people. And this guy was just filling up his tank, and he goes, thanks, Biden. This is bullshit. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go, Brandon. He goes, let's go, Brandon. We need Trump back. And I'm like, yes, sir, we do. Yes, sir, we do. And I think that's just kind of the general feel for everybody. Everybody has to put gas in your vehicle. Everybody has to buy groceries. Everybody sees what's going on. Like, yeah, maybe immigration doesn't bother people from a certain perspective because they don't see it. And so if you're not in tune with things and you're living in some, random part of the country, you're not really understanding how bad the immigration problem is. You should, but some people aren't. So I'm just trying to be as fair as I can be. But everybody sees the gas prices. Everybody sees the price of goods and how expensive everything is. It's a daily reminder of how bad things are going right now. You get a daily reminder. Literally, when you go buy groceries and when you put gas in your vehicle, that is a campaign for Trump. That's all that is a daily campaign for Donald Trump. Momentum is shifting. Momentum is shifting big time. I firmly believe that. Jenna Hughes 450. Jeremy, can you see that the amazing Eric K gets this? He is often times overlooked, but an amazing bouncer for the 199. Shout out and much love to him. Well, you know what? I'll bring Eric in right now. Eric, what do you think about that, buddy?
I think the chat is amazing, and Cam Man and I do our best to keep everything in line. We got to keep the stream going because we're an important voice, You know.
Hell yeah. Hey man, there's good peeps, man. Yeah, Eric, Cam, man, do a fantastic job. I really appreciate them, and I'm glad you guys appreciate them. Don't ever overlook the mods. The mods keep the ship afloat. So I appreciate you guys. So, and Eric does a great job on FNT, G&G streams. I don't know when does Cam Man sleep? Eric, do you know if Cam Man even sleeps?
He reboots. He doesn't sleep.
Okay, yeah. I don't think Cam Man's ever slept. I don't remember I think there was one stream where Cam Man had been up like 30 something hours, and I was streaming. I go, whoa, where's Cam Man? and
I remember that one he missed.
yeah,
I was just like, what the heck?
But yeah, good stuff. I appreciate you, Eric, and you guys are awesome. Thanks, bud.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate the chat. So,
all right,
love y'all.
Hail to Eric, and the Snake Pit, crushing it. Jeremy, I've been watching when Alabama was a good football team. Yeah, it's a rough year, man. I'm worried about the Ole Miss game tomorrow. I have no idea what to expect. I really have no idea. It's pretty scary to think about how bad Alabama could be, but that's a discussion for another time. I don't want to bore you guys with talk about college football and sports ball and all of that. So we're not gonna get into all of that. There was another video that that's right. Russell Brand actually uploaded a video. Let me go over to Rumble and show you guys that. Yeah, Russell Brand uploaded a video. So right now, Russell Brand is kind of the talk of the internet. And obviously Russell Brand has just been railroaded beyond belief. And again, as I've said, thank you so much for the calls. $20. Thank you so much. Is it Varanid 9? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Let's see. Isaiah Byer says, because of you, I got Titanfall 2 when it was on sale. Can't wait to play it. Oh, it's good. I love it. I love hearing it. Nothing makes me happier than hearing that. Speaking of playing Northstar client as we speak, I really I was going to get into Northstar client if they didn't get it fixed. So I'm glad they did. But Northstar client, a mod for Titanfall fans by the fans. Excellent stuff right there. Okay, so Russell Brand is kind of the talk of the internet right now, and I think this is the first shoe to fall. It's Russell Brand. Stacey S. with a red MAGA bomb. Hail Snake Pit and the 199. Holy crap, Stacey. Thank you so much. Rocking it, man. Dude, you guys are just, man, it's amazing to be in this position. I want everybody to understand this. I do not talk about where we rank on the super chat list to brag. I say it because it's a reflection of you guys, not me. It's a reflection of you guys. D-Day Cobra and Geeks and Gamers right now are in the two of the top 12 most super chatted channels in the United States of America for the month. 2 of the top 12. That's a testament to all of you. I don't brag. It's not about bragging because I understand that I am just a piece to this puzzle, and it's a testament to all of you. And every time I talk to people about the 199 Geeks and Gamers CobraCast, it always goes back to the chat. So many people are astonished at how our chat goes, whether it's on Rumble, whether it's on YouTube. They love the chat. They love how much interaction there is and how much positivity there is and how much people want to gift memberships. And I just saw 10 more come in from Cerberus. Thank you, Cerberus. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier dropped one just now. Dr. Spike dropped one right now. They see how enthusiastic you all are, and that's what I like to drive every conversation to. William G says this community is by far the best out there that I have seen. That is awesome, man. And so that's, without going into specifics, we did have we're in actually good conversations with I'll just say I've talked to some people with Rumble recently. Rumble, very, very much paying attention to everything going on with us. And yeah, it's exciting times. So been talking to Rumble. There's not going to be any exclusive stuff, and Rumble's not interested in making exclusive deals because they understand that the growth on YouTube is important, and then continuing to promote Rumble and things like that. So there have been some discussions, and that's all I can say for now. And the thing that they noticed was this chat. That's what they noticed. That's what they noticed. So, and it's the best thing ever. Vic Whiplash just dropped 20 more gifties. 20 more. Holy crap. Amazing. So speaking of Rumble, Russell Brand. So I think this is the first big shoe to drop. Now, let me be clear about what I'm about to say, and I've made myself clear about this. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a Russell Brand fan. I have nothing against him. I can just say back in the day when he was kind of a Hollywood star, I really didn't like him. I didn't find his humor to be funny. I thought he was annoying. He was kind of everywhere, and I just disliked Russell Brand. I disliked everywhere I turned. I saw Russell Brand. And I was like, I don't like this guy. I can't stand him. And thank you, Malice O'Connor, for the 5 gifties. Amazing. With that said, obviously in the last several years, Russell Brand has really started to speak out and call out a lot of things. And I've appreciated that. I've appreciated how much he's kind of upset the trend of Hollywood weirdos out there. And so he has kind of really built a huge following, 6 million subscribers on YouTube. And he's been calling a lot of stuff out, including Big Pharma, including showing that he doesn't hate Donald Trump. Now, I don't know if he's a big Trump guy. I know years ago Trump took shots at him, but I think that they mended that fence because I think whenever Russell Brand divorced Katy Perry, I think Trump tweeted about how goofy and stupid he was or something like that. Harry Toe 2 for $20 on Rumble says Rumble is the way to go. Shout out to the Rumble audience over there. Thank you, Harry Toe 2. So anyway, Russell Brand has become a very powerful voice against cancel culture, against the mainstream, against the narrative. And clearly that has been a problem for many people in power. Now, do I think that Russell Brand, am I willing to die on the hill that Russell Brand is innocent? No, not even close. I'm also not willing to say he's automatically guilty. I don't have a good enough feel for it either way. But that is not where I stand on this. I stand on how is he being treated by the powers that be in the mainstream media. And when I see the mainstream media going out of their way to slander his name, that tells me that he probably isn't guilty if the mainstream is so adamant about defaming him. So that's how I look at it. If he really did something wrong, or if there's enough meat on that bone or enough substance, the media wouldn't have to go out of their way to trash him. You know what I mean? So anyway, with that said, let's watch this really quick and let's hear what he has to say. All right, here we go.
Awakening Wonders. Hello there, you Awakening Wonders. Obviously, it's been an extraordinary and distressing week, and I thank you very much for your support and for questioning the information that you've been presented with. By now, you're probably aware that the British government have asked big tech platforms to censor our online content, and that some online platforms have complied with that request. What you may not know is that this happens in the context of the Online Safety Bill, which is a piece of UK legislation that grants sweeping surveillance and censorship powers, and it's a law that has already been passed. I also don't imagine you've heard of the Trusted News Initiative. Now, as is often the case when a word like trusted is used as part of an acronym to describe an unelected body, trust is the last thing you should be offering. The Trusted News Initiative is a collaboration between big tech and legacy media organizations to target, control, choke, and shut down independent media organizations like this one. We'll be talking about that on our show on Monday on Rumble. But just to give you an idea of what the TNI is, this is a quote from one of their spokespeople. Because the actual real rivalry now is not between the BBC and CNN globally, it's actually between all trusted news providers and digital platforms. It's clear that these organizations collaborate in constructing narratives, whether that's around the war or the pandemic. And of course, there are other examples. And it's very clear to me that we have to be very, very cautious indeed. That's why I'm asking you to follow me on Rumble. Rumble have made a clear commitment to free speech, and Rumble is the primary platform that we will be streaming from. We'll be back this Monday, and as usual, we'll be talking about deep state and corporate collusion and how ordinary democracy is anathema now, how it's shut down, ignored, and avoided. We'll be talking about a military-industrial complex that is able to facilitate and start wars that seem sometimes to be little more than money laundering operations. And that's with all respect to the hundreds of thousands of victims of the numerous ongoing wars in the world at the moment. We'll be talking about the role of Big Pharma and how Big Pharma have been able to influence government policy around the world and how they've been able to evade due liability and necessary scrutiny, how they've been able to avoid media investigation that perhaps ought be due them. And of course, we'll be talking about media corruption and censorship. So please follow me on Rumble, because that's the only way that we can keep our voice. You can go to rb.rumble.com to support me directly and keep me and our channel independent. And I need your support now more than ever, and more than I ever imagined I would. So follow me, support our channel if you can, if it's within your means. But more important than any of that is that you please, if you can, stay free. Hello there, you awakening.
And there you go. So there's Russell Brand. Somebody in the chat said that it looks like a waiter from Applebee's, and I couldn't agree more. He really looks like a waiter from Applebee's. 100% agree with that. Why wasn't I on FNT? I was traveling. So if you watch daily today, I did that from Pensacola, and now I'm in Orlando. It's about a 7-hour drive. And so daily as a show, I have to be there for, and CobraCast, I have to be there. So Friday Night Tights, obviously that's a show that the show can go on without me. And, but I'm way busy right now with between family stuff, work stuff, and everything. So yeah, that's why I was not on FNT, just traveling. Let's see. Jeremy is the Babylon B guy on FNT, the one that fired Gavin Wax. No, it's the chat's going to say his name. Who's the guy that the guy that runs Babylon B? What's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. You're going to say it in a minute. Whoever runs Babylon B is who fired him. I'm just waiting for somebody to say it in the chat. Seth Dillon. Yes, Seth Dillon he's the guy that fired Gavin Wax. And so I don't know the guy that was on today. I mean, I know he was part of Babylon B. I don't know who he is though. I'm not familiar with him. And so, yeah, but there you go. All right. So I want a question. So the guys, they were telling me earlier that this camera, my other camera was blurry. I know the color's all jacked up, but is it blurry still? I'm curious if it's blurry. I know I look dead, but is it blurry? How does that look? Not blurry? But let me adjust something. Hang on. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. All right. How about that? Is that going to work? There we go. That's the camera I want. I don't like the other camera. But anyway, everybody, it was supposed to be blurry. Is it blurry now? I look gay? Is that just in general or right now? Like, just, do you mean I look gay right now or just in general? Because if it's just in general, there's not a lot I can do about it. But if it's right, like in general, yeah. Let's see. Blurry and blue. I always look gay. You know what? I think we need to put a poll up in the chat. It must be StreamYards. It must be StreamYards. Jeremy is a legend. That's the only comment I'm going to. Your image is soft, Jeremy. Just go with it. All right, here. Poll. All right. Do I look gay? All right, there. I'm sure you guys are going to be 100% like honest with me. You're not going to troll or anything like that. So just, I need the feedback in the chat. So if you guys could just let me know. Shaving the high school freshman beard as a start. You motherfuckers better not get it to 69%. I will be pissed off if this poll ends at 69%. That will be bullshit. All right. I don't accept that at all. I don't accept that at all. Let's see. Defending Truth says Jeremy got fired from FNT. They finally cut Anchor. Let's see. Pterodactyl 199 says, "Hi Jeremy, have you heard that Amber is going after Jason Momoa now because she knows after Aquatic Fish Man 2 her career is over?" I saw there was something with Amber Heard and Jason Momoa, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what the deal on that one was. But yeah, I think there's something going on with her and Momoa. But I don't like Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is a Trump hater, by the way, just so we're clear. I have no sympathy for Jason Momoa. What did Jason Momoa say? Jason Momoa, Trump. Said something about Trump. Let's see. What was it? Let's see. Try to find it. Yeah, right here. So yeah, Jason Momoa is a piece of shit. But right here. So don't have sympathy for Jason Momoa, okay? But this was 2021. This is January 2021. After endorsing violent crime, Aquaman and Justice League star Jason Momoa calls for Donald Trump supporters to unfollow him. So there you go. So that Jason Momoa has severe TDS as well. Okay, he has a severe case of TDS, which is not surprising at all. But he is mega woke. You guys are trying your damnedest, aren't you, on this? You guys are trying your damnedest. Look at this. I'm ending it here in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, end. You guys got it. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell is this? Get off my screen. And we got Brock dropping 20 gifted memberships. Brock, the legend, is here. How you doing, brother? Man, look at Brock. Amazing. And then Dom H just dropped a 50. Look at this, man. Look at this man. This man says, "Don't know what to say, just showing my support. Hail everybody." Dom has already dropped 10 gifted memberships. Now he's dropping the 50. You got Brock in here dropping a 50. That's what's up, bro. Thank you so much. Loki Odinson just dropped 10 gifted memberships. Dude, what is going on? You guys are so generous. You guys are so generous. The gifties are out of control. Incredible. Thank you so much. Wow. Amazing. We are over 100 new members. Like, there's been streams where we've had 200 and 300 members. It's crazy. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Dwayne over on Rumble says, as a lighting guy, you should avoid blue and green. Those colors make you look sick. More amber, but not too much unless you want to look like you have liver failure. Lord, thank you. Lord Pterodax just dropped 5 gifted memberships as well. Holy shit. I mean, we could probably change the color of the lights in the background. You know what? Get in here, Krista. All right, talk to him, Krista. Entertain for a minute. Go ahead.
Dang, put me on the spot there. All right. Okay, so we got the hoodies, Trump mugshot hoodies. We got hats, 199 hats. We got CobraCast hats. You can find the links to all of that in the description. I don't know where Jeremy went, but yeah, I'm here. Thank you for the gifties, the 50s. That rhymed. I'm not a rapper. And smash the like button.
Poor Chris.
Please.
I'm
sorry.
All right, I put red lights in the background, so we'll see if that work now. That better? Now it just looks pink and gay. Now it looks really gay in here. Krista, the hell's going on?
I have no idea.
69% of my chat said that I look gay.
Well, maybe.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Take it as you want. A compliment, maybe.
It's Krista. It's never a compliment when a man gets called gay. It's never a compliment.
All right, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if they say that, then you're that.
Thanks, Krista. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Bye.
Let's see. Brock dropped 10 more gifties. Holy shit, man. I've lost control of the stream. I don't know what to do. I've lost control. My camera's fucked. We can go to the other camera if it works. Let's see.
Why don't you can use my room if you want. You get pink lights.
All right, let's see.
My camera's fine, right, chat?
Oh, that's terrible looking, isn't it?
Jeremy should just use my setup.
Hang on.
I changed colors.
Huh?
In my
How's that, Krista?
It's
How's
okay.
that?
I think it
Is that
looks
okay?
okay. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Krista.
Thank
The fuck's going on in this place? I have no idea. Anyway, Coalise says, Jeremy, do I look gay right now or just in general? Also, Jeremy, this needs a poll. My good sir, you are making it too easy for chat. Oh, man. Jessica says, Jeremy, we love you. Did you say haha or LOL? That matters. 100% you are a rainbow flag. Holy crap. I mean, people are supposed to respect me here, and I'm not getting any respect tonight. I'm not getting any respect. I'm getting no respect from the chat tonight. No Razor Fist, have a gifty. Praise Ara. Praise Ara. Based Krista. East Coast Toasty Boy says. But let's get back to this Jason Momoa bit really quick, because I want to. And again, I know there's story about something with him and Amber Heard's going around. I don't know what the deal is, but this is why I rejected the Johnny Depp story. And I never really covered it, because for me, and again, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with supporting Johnny Depp. Obviously, when it came down to it, when it push come to shove, it's clear that she was a lying piece of shit. Okay. But what I'm saying is I didn't cover the story when it happened, because Johnny Depp, I think, is a terrible person. I think Johnny Depp's a terrible person. He just is. He's a terrible person. And he actively asked for the assassination of President Trump. He made that comment. And again, in isolation, like whatever, but you couldn't have done that if you said that about any other president in the history of our country, but he got away with it when he said that about President Trump. And that's a problem. That's a huge problem. So I like Johnny Depp as an actor. I think he's a phenomenal actor. I love Sleepy Hollow. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. Johnny Depp's been in a lot of shit. He's a great actor. Edward Scissorhands, all that stuff. But I don't like that. I don't like that. And I saw right here, he was joking. And again, that's what I just addressed that. If he was joking, then why didn't he say it about Obama? Why didn't he say it about Biden? Why didn't he say it about Clinton if he was just joking? He did it because you can get away with it with Trump. You could say it about Trump, but I believe that there's a lot of truth to it. I believe there's a lot of truth to it. Now, again, in a perfect world, this is why, like, and Dark Avenger, I'm not like going after you or anything. So I was just wanted to pull that up as a. I understand that there's like a joke element to it. My whole thing is, if we're gonna be able to say jokes, then let's say jokes. But that's not how it works. And it is kind of a, isn't it there's actually some legality to it. Like you can't say that about the sitting president of the United States of America anyway. You're not allowed to do that. And so I think Johnny Depp's a terrible person for saying that. I absolutely do. And so anyway, my point being is that's why I didn't get into the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial that much. But ultimately, when it came down to it, it was clear that she's a lying piece of garbage and she got what she deserved and he won. With this whole Jason Momoa thing with him and Amber Heard, and I don't know the specifics of it too much, but I just wanted to point out that Jason Momoa is a piece of garbage too. And that's just what, Jason Momoa is not a good person. Not a good person at all. There's that video of Jason Momoa, and I'm not going to go into specifics about it. Let's just say there's a video of Jason Momoa out there that's pretty uncomfortable. And that's all I'll say about it. It's a very uncomfortable video. It just is. BPST for $20 says Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback for the Dolphins, former Alabama football player, or Culver's. Tua or Culver's. So last time I was asked this, it was Titanfall or Culver's, and Titanfall was the answer. I mean, I love Culver's, but Tua or Culver's. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I love Tua. Tua is my favorite football player. I'm going to have to go Tua. Because he's my favorite football player. I love Tua. He's a great guy. And I've been a fan of him since he was at the University of Alabama. So I'm going to go with Tua. Yep. But yeah, the Jason Momoa video, a lot of people apparently are aware of the video I'm talking about. And yeah, it's not great. It's not great at all. Okay. There was another story. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. David Phillips for 50 says, why are you gay? Why are you gay? What's up, David? How the hell are you, brother? What? We've reached a point where people are just sending me $50 to call me gay now. You know what? Just for David, we're pulling it up. Okay. Hang on. Just for David. Joseph just dropped 20 gifted memberships. Holy crap. Here we go. Where's the full interview? All right, here we go. All right. We'll watch the condensed version. Just for David. Just for that 50 bomb that David dropped. We're going to watch it. All right, here we go. This is one of the greatest things in the history of the internet, by the way.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Sure. Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Me. Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender,
Yes,
and you're a gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual? How can I describe you? Now, we're looking at the raging debate. You're a gay rights activist. Why should someone be gay? You're having a girlfriend.
Yes.
Do you perform the natural obligations?
I'm not sexually active right now.
So what are
By
you doing with
choice.
this lady?
By choice.
By choice.
Yeah. I've just not. I've chosen not to engage.
Doesn't that make you gay?
What do you mean? Doesn't that make me gay? I am male and attracted to a female.
So who is gay?
I'm gay.
Oh God, it's so great. So who is gay? I love it so much. Lord of the Ree over on Rumble says, Ruts up Rye Rigger Raggets. I had to say that very, very, very slowly. David Phillips. Thanks, Jeremy. I needed that. Thank you, David. It is a wild interview. The whole thing is crazy. Does he have the whole video? Where's the whole video? Trying to find the whole video. I mean, I don't think we're gonna watch the whole thing, but it is funny. But I'm trying to find it. Popular. Oh God, it's an hour and 10 minutes. It's got 9 million views. It's got 9 million views. There's no way we're gonna be able to watch this whole thing.
Hello and welcome back. This is the topical discussion on the Morning Breeze on NBS Television. My name is Simon Kagwanjala, and well, we're also weighing in on the raging debate on homosexuality in Uganda, which is taking another twist today, with questions as to whether Uganda is indeed becoming a safe haven for homosexuals. President Museveni on Sunday, while attending the inauguration of the new Archbishop of the Church of Uganda at the Mirembe Cathedral, insisted that, well, he had no problem with homosexuals as long as they did not promote the practice. Well, the media is also awash with stories of soccer ace Chris Mubiru molesting kids and, you know, having carnal knowledge with underage children deemed to be underage. We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr.? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender,
Yes,
and you're a
I am.
gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual. How can I describe you?
I am Pepe Julian Onzima. I'm an LGBTI
What's that?
activist. I'm a human rights defender. I'll get to what it is. I'm a human rights defender, currently focusing on LGBTI issues. LGBTI means L is for lesbian, which
I
is
didn't
described as
see that. What's up, Kevin? Thank you for the
women
50.
who are attracted to each other, females who are attracted to each other, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And then gay is two males who are emotionally, physically, sexually attracted to each other. Bisexuals are usually attracted to persons of their own sex as well as the opposite sex. This one usually it's not simultaneously. It's one at a time. One also tends to, at a certain period of time, overweighs the other. Then transgender is basically a number.
Should I go to the 40-minute mark? So there's a 40-minute mark here. All right, I'll go to the 40-minute mark like you guys said.
About issues that are from, and the to be Simon. Why would this country?
Is it
and
true?
That is not true.
Is it true that fighting for gay rights is a lucrative business for you?
It is not a business. Seriously, Simon. Why would I, with all the insults that Semper has been hurling at me on air, why would I be in this? Just because I'm a gay person, I should not wear a nice suit. I should not wear things that I desire.
Yeah, because society doesn't approve of whatever you're doing at the moment.
What do you mean? So I shouldn't be dressed because of that?
Legally, is there any legal justification for homosexuality?
Oh, snap. I forgot about this.
I told you I'm a human rights defender.
Oh, no.
And I see Pastor Semper has come here. When I agreed to come to this show, I spoke to you.
I'm sorry, it's just storming.
He cannot just storm in. So if he storms in, I storm out. Thanks for your time. I cannot go on with this debate
Before
anymore.
you go, do you recognize these things?
I'm sorry, can you give me a minute?
Do you recognize some of these things here? These are some of the things they use. I want to give you evidence. You see,
Pastor, aren't you being too harsh to these people?
No.
Why for once can't you relax and then think about the pain they go through as society ostracizes them?
Njagala olabe ebintu bino biraba bino ebintu bino ze karoti ze bakozesa okiwulira bakozesa karoti zino ne befu oyo omuwala gw'olabye alowooza nti musajja. She thinks she's a man, but she does not have the equipment to be a man. So what do? To be able to try and penetrate the other person, they use carrots. Bakozesa carrot bakozesa amatooke.
I think you're being a little
no. Bakozesa mbogoya. Bakozesa bino bichukamba. Nze mbadde mulago. I am a counselor. For many years I counsel people like her. When I counsel them, I discover that they have problems. Some of the problems is when you use something like this. So when you use something like this and you put it inside you, you rip your urinary tract areas. When they put it inside there behind, ngabona Chris Mobiru, abana bayulika chetuva tukiita okuvuga olupanga.
But this is a disorder, right? If it's a disorder,
yes.
Do you feel you're handling it the right way?
Yes.
Or you're being too aggressive, too harsh on them?
No. You see, first of all, we have the good Bible that tells us, even the Quran tells us that this is an evil. Tuchimanyi nti ekintu kino kikyamu. Bible yakiyita kibi. Era netubuulira nti mu mulembe ogujja waliwo abagenda okuvaayo ng'ate beekuba ki beepika ate nga beeteekamu ki amaanyi. Kati oyo omuwala omanyi ssente z'alina. Omuwala oyo alina ssente empya n'enkadde. Bw'ogenda ku Facebook ye bali mu kunywa emyenge, bali mu kulya, bali mu pate, tebakoowa. Nze kambabuulire ate kira tulina n'olugendo mu Luganda ewaffe. Nze ndi musajja Muganda. Nti ow'ebbango bw'otamuwemukira teweebikka. Kali bajja wano ne batandika okwambaza laba ayambadde obugoye obulungi. Owulidde? Ayambadde obugoye obulungi, ayambadde suuti naye si musajja mwana muwala. Ekibuzaabuza nti olaba ekyana, olaba omuwala omulungi. Naye ate kubanga Mukama yamutonda muwala ki mulungi mutunuulire. Kyana. Naye ate
I have no idea what's going on. David, this is all because David sent a $50 super chat. And now this is what CobraCast is so unpredictable. You never know where the hell this show's going to go. It's all because David dropped a 50 and here we are. You're welcome.
His claim is he's biologically fated to be a woman.
What makes him...
I'm glad Pepe is back.
I'm glad she has got...
Can you shake hands before we proceed?
Of course. How are you, Pepe? Nsaba mukama amaanyi go gayingira omwana wa fono.
Pastor, no.
Kamusabire ko lwasa yagala.
No. Pastor, let's maintain civility on the show. Let's maintain civility. Pastor Semper argues that these are the instruments you use.
These are vegetables.
Yes.
I eat this on my plate.
You eat them on your plate.
Yes.
You don't use them when you're having carnal knowledge.
Absolutely no. And SEMPA should stop misinforming the public.
Kachona Alimba. Me, I'm a counselor. I've counseled many of these. First of all, they start in secondary school.
Why don't you start with counseling other than being confrontational to this young man?
This one is an evangelist. This is a missionary of Sodom. Ono muminsani. Owulira, ono muminsani yakulembera ekibondo kyabwe. Era gamba Uganda Africa Sodome Association ono yakikulembera. Bayina budget ya million ya $4 $4.
Can you justify that? Just a second. Can you justify? Let me give him a chance to respond. Pepe.
Just translate what.
Pepe, you are paid heavily to promote homosexuality in Uganda. What's your reaction?
It is not true. He claims I have a lot of money, I'm wearing fancy clothes and all that stuff. I do not even earn the amount of money he thinks. I do not even earn $100 a month or even annually. I do not make the money that he thinks that we make. I'm talking.
He's just eating and sarcastically responding. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay,
just a second.
Talking about promotion of homosexuality, recruitment and all those things. They do not exist. It's just the pastors and his group, their propaganda. To stop debate like this.
Yes. Do you believe that there's been sexual abuse in this country propagated by yourselves as human rights promoters? This guy does human rights promoters.
Just ask the question again.
Do you believe that there's been sexual abuse, actually sodomy, unleashed towards kids, towards underage children, and towards the vulnerable?
Propagated by my work.
Yes.
There is no such thing.
What's your work? What's your work? What does your work entail?
It entails advocacy around sexual orientation and gender identity. And this includes making sure that people that people access health services, they access education, they access.
Hey, Shadow Knight became a monthly supporter of our Rumble. I goes Shadow Knight and says, "It is I, Shadow Knight. I normally watch from YouTube because Rumble mobile doesn't allow super chats. Let freedom ring. Hail the fellowship. Thank you, Shadow Knight." And again, over here on YouTube, thank you guys. Closing in on 150 new members tonight. You guys are insane. If you're just tuning in, and if you're wondering what's going on, welcome to the party, because I'm not sure what's going on, but we are watching one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. So we're just going to continue down this rabbit hole and see where we end up. That's what CobraCast is all about.
You know, like the so-called normal Ugandans, we advocate for every person to be treated the same. Not because I am a transgender person, you treat me differently. We're all Ugandans and we are protected.
Do you need counseling?
The Constitution. I do not need counseling.
Sebo, let me help you, sir.
I do not need
I'm glad she's talking about for everyone. It's a she. You see, a car. This one is a banana.
Don't abuse someone's sex.
I know her.
This gentleman is a transgender.
She's a female. There are no two. It is either male or female. Let me first tell you, sodomy is about confusion. Now, I want to bring you to speed. This person is confused, and she's exporting her confusion. She's a woman, but she's thinking, excuse me, Phil, I've given you a chance. You see, a banana is different from a cucumber. A carrot is different from a banana. I want you to understand. You cannot equate. No, these are not equal. So for you to say we are advocating for everyone's right. When you are a sodomite, you are committing a crime. And a crime that makes you social, excuse me.
They have a right.
No. You have a social obligation. This is a truth. You have a social obligation when you commit a crime. If you knock someone, you commit a crime. So for you to come and say, we want to advocate for anyone's right, criminals and innocent people, they are not the same. Men and women are not the same.
Now, Pastor, so have you been affected by what they do?
Of course.
How?
I am at Makerere. These people have begun several organizations. First of all, the Americans and the Europeans are putting a lot of money in the faculty of law to train people like this one in how to come and speak. Now she's going to go back and ask for money. Again, I follow you ardently on your Facebook. I follow you ardently.
Thank you.
So I'm not uninformed. This one is part of sexual minorities, Uganda. Part of their groups, when they get pregnant, they chase them away. I've been counseling about 5 girls who, because when the lesbians get pregnant, then they come and tell me what is going on. Their life is full of misery. Pate after pate. She can never have children.
You love what you do, don't you?
I absolutely love my work, yes.
Of course.
And you're protected by the Constitution.
Yes, I am protected by the Constitution.
Where's the constitutional provision that promotes homosexuality in this country?
I told you it's not homosexuality.
What is
I
it?
do human rights.
Protect
life.
You ask
And
Sodome,
life
she said human rights. We said Sodome, she said gay. We ask Ebisiaga, she said sexual minorities. Confusion of the highest order. So what they do is they cover Bapa Kirechi. The baptismal name for that word is Sodom.
Where is this pasta? Where is pasta at now? Where is this dude at? I need to know where this dude is at. Because this dude is incredibly entertaining. And where is this guy at? Somebody find out. Where is this pasta at? Because this dude is on it.
But they are giving themselves a new name. Sexual minority.
You know,
human rights.
You confuse sexual.
Pastor.
Yes.
You're meant to heal these people.
Yes.
Not to confront them, aren't you?
No. Bible says open rebuke is better than secret love. This girl needs to be told she's a girl. This young girl needs to be told she's a woman, not a man. The longer you continue on addressing her as sa. Now otandika okulimbibwa. Uno mwana muwala. Era singa manyi n'ab'ekika kye. What tribe are you, by the way? Olaba tamanyi na ggwanga lye. What clan are you? Tachimanyi asirise. Do you have fathers and grandfathers?
Of course he does.
Tachimanyi tagana kiddamu kimuswaza. What is your tribal name?
What's
Yes, in the black people, we have ancestors and descendants. They're living today, provide grandchildren for our ancestors. This young woman is denying her members of the family a chance to have children. And in Africa, that is so bad.
Pastor, if he's not come to your son or daughter, why don't you let them be?
No, you see, in Africa, we don't go with what I do is what I feel. I am because I am. In Africa, I am because we are. We are a community. We always ask, oyo mwana wani. Kadi mubuziza, oli mwana wani. Kimwemye okuddamu.
You are recently
mubuziza, ono mwana wani. Kade ekyo sagana kyogerako. Olw'ensonga, lwaki onatuula bwa n'abeera ng'ayogera ebisiyaga ne batamukwata. Sente etambula wansi ne waggulu. Bayina Obama. Bayina David Cameron. Bayina abazungu bonna abebuli ono bamuwa ekirabo kyo Clinton. Awarded Clinton. Bali awo beegabire sente n'ebirawo by'otala. Ono ayina visa agenda America lwabisiyaga. Sinti ayina kyakoze ekyamaanyi wabula kola ki kulya bisiyaga. Ono bamuwa. She's being given a medal. Minorities. What is minorities? Please, I want don't you see now we bakubuzaabuziza omutwe. No, minorities.
Yes.
Minorities, they are trying to say majorities and minorities. You cannot equate, a carrot with a banana. And I want this young woman to explain to you.
Let's give him a chance.
What does she use for sex? What do they use for sex? What do you use? What do you use for sex? As a man,
Stop insulting my food.
You see, they don't even want to talk about it.
Okay, let's hear from him. Let's hear from Pepe.
Why don't you respect yourself?
No, how do you?
Can you become for now?
No.
Can you become? And let him respond.
Okay, I'll put these ones here. I'll put these ones here to see if she will answer.
Pepe, you hear the sense of rage that's coming in
that
from
is Africa.
And several other Africans who believe that their culture is being eroded by your human rights advocacy.
It is not being eroded. I told you earlier, we are generally a tolerant society. And when I see people like Martin Semper, so disrespectful, so outraged, so, you know,
We are outraged.
I am so disappointed
Get over it.
that
Sodom has
that
no room
someone
in Africa.
like this.
Pastor, hold on. Pastor, he gave you a chance to speak.
You see,
Okay, go ahead.
So to have people like this lead our society, mislead our society,
This is us.
is really appalling.
Get over it.
You know, my family
This
supports
is not
me.
San Francisco.
This is
not
Uganda.
New York.
And let me
This
tell you,
is
Semper,
Uganda.
I am not going anywhere.
Have you looked at Chris Mubiru's footage?
I have seen the red paper stuff, yes.
You've
I have.
discussed
How
it
did you
online.
feel? How did you feel?
I know how you.
I was outraged.
You were outraged.
You said,
Why
Mama,
were
never
you
took
outraged?
Me?
Yes. Yes.
I
On your
choose.
discussion.
I choose
I
not
can
to
pull
go.
it up. Can I pull up your Facebook?
Please
right
do.
now?
Please
Let
do.
me pull up your
Please
Facebook
do,
and
because
tell you
you
what they
are
discussing.
lying
No, no,
to
no,
the
no.
entire
Let
country.
me bring it up. Let me bring
You
it
are
up.
lying to the entire country, Semper.
I'm watching you
Semper,
discuss it. Mbutufu
you
there.
might be so
When Chris
vocal.
Mubiru
Yeah?
came out,
You
I
might
want
be
to
so
bring
vocal.
up her Facebook. Julia Pepe Onzima.
And
She
that's
said,
not
"Mama,
the, that's
tufu
not
there."
that's not
Okay,
my
Pastor,
name.
Pastor,
And those are not the
Pastor.
things that I use to do that.
The
I was
cause for this
outraged.
show
Yeah.
was to discuss the pros and cons of this kind of advocacy. Today, rather recently, we had President Museveni saying that these people can go on for as long as they do not recruit or promote. What do you make of the president?
You see, the president is being pressurized. Me, for 3 years, they have opened court cases against me. They have spoken evil against me. They have
We do
called
not
me.
have a court case against
They
you,
threaten
Semper.
death.
We
I've
don't.
received death threats. Americans want to bomb me. When you are alone, they harass you. So President Museveni has been harassed for 3 years. You remember when they had a wedding in Wandegea? What did he say? We will shoot, we will arrest them, we will shoot them. They began pampering him and campaigning him. 2-3 years later, when this bill came up, when they had us, they said, go slow. All the NRM said, no, Mr. President.
But we have an existing legal framework in this country.
Wait. Now, he goes, you see a Mama Mbabas, he goes to Italy, okay? Rebecca Kadaga goes to Canada. When they come back, Rebecca said, no, we neither retreat, we no surrender. But Mama Baba said, government will not support it. You see what is happening? They are pressurizing individuals. But you see, we have clans. We have 5,000 years of known history. In all my history, I have never had in my clan, nze ndi wanchima. Ochiwulira? Tuyina amateeka agatuvuga. Tumala gagamba mu human rights. Mubuuziza jjajjawe yani. Tasobola muddamu kuba kimuswaza. Ochiwulira?
I'm not ashamed of where I come from.
You can't even answer it. Mubuuziza bino biki bye mwekozesa. Tasobola biddamu. Ochiwulira? Ali mu luzunguzungu. Nze kankubuulire muganda wange.
Do you have gadgets that you use during intercourse?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do your colleagues have gadgets they use during intercourse?
I don't know. That's their private life. I do not know.
When you saw Chris
hang on. So now he asked you a specific question, and you decided to answer that that's someone's private life, and you don't want to answer. Your literal existence is based on you publicizing your private life. So you don't get to sit there when you're asked a question about something you have chosen to publicize. You don't get to sit there and go, well, that's someone's private life. We don't get to talk about that. You're the one that's made it public. So that's a bullshit answer. That's a bullshit answer.
Did you feel that's normal for a man to have intercourse with a fellow man?
I did not see Chris Mubiru sodomizing. I saw pictures in the red paper of allegations of him sodomizing a minor. And I told you earlier, I am totally against abuse of children.
We have videos, but they are rather gothic. I wouldn't show them on TV. They are horrible.
Of the person's sex. I am against child molestation, any kind of exploitation.
What if there were two adults? What if there were two adults?
That is what they do in their privacy.
That's okay. Is that okay?
For me, what happens between two adults behind their closed doors is none of my business.
So in your advocacy, what exactly do you do?
You've asked that like 3 times.
Yes. And I need to hear this again.
Can the pastor shut up while I say this?
Yes,
Because he's
yes.
been interrupting and probably you did not
He's
get
quiet.
it.
Pastor is quiet. Pastor, will you be quiet?
I am
So
outraged.
what will you do? Rather, what do you do in your advocacy work?
I told you, we talk about the advocacy is on the rights of human beings, regardless of their sexual orientation and gender identity. We have reports of people who have been molested within their own homes, by their own parents, by their own family members, because they're different. So those kinds of rights are the rights that we protect, that when you're in your home, you deserve that family affection and protection from your family. And the law also protects against defilement, against rape, against all these violations that are there. That is what we work towards, seeing that every person is equal in front.
How come
and
society is not
the law.
compassionate towards you?
Well, because there are people like Martin Semper who keep preaching this,
please,
and
please,
you give them a lot of platforms
Here he goes.
to
Here he
keep
goes.
promoting
She spent
their
1 hour
agenda.
here. I want to bring this issue. I'm surprised Julie does not get on her knees and repent to the whole public on behalf of their member, Chris Mubiru.
Is Mubiru part of you?
I do not know his orientation. I told you earlier.
You see, they are denying.
don't know.
Have you conducted a census to know who belongs to you and who doesn't?
But are you repeating these questions for the
You
benefit
see, it
of
is
the pastor
embarrassing.
or what?
Please, it is
Because
embarrassing.
I answered
Sebo,
all
let-
these
let me
things
res-
long time
Sebo,
ago.
let me answer.
Quarter Black says, "What the hell did I walk into?" What up, QV? Welcome in, sir. Yeah, you know how it is for CobraCast. We have no idea what the hell's going on here. It's all David Phillips' fault. David Phillips sent a $50. Well, first of all, no. It's not just David Phillips' fault. Let's blame the real problem here. The chat. The chat. I was asking an honest to goodness question. You know, just a friendly question, trying to get some feedback from the chat. And I just said, hey, I put up a poll in the chat. And I was like, do I look gay? Well, they decided to go 69% yes on that. 69%. So that's really what started it. And now David Phillips walks in here, drops a 50. And here we are right here. So we'll continue.
Let me tell you, you see what is happening. These people come here and they tell us that what they do is something that is normal. Okay? They try to equate heterosexuality with homosexuality as if it's vanilla and ice cream of chocolate. They are not. I want to tell you that using a gadget, which is why she's afraid. Most of you see, she said, you see, these are facts. They want to discuss it in words. But I want you to know, what is your level of education, by the way?
I'm not answering.
Okay, you see, you don't know. Let me tell you the concept of ontology and epistemology. Epistemology is the science of knowing about something. Ontology is the science of knowing something. When you discuss sodomy, in its ontological reality, is the whatness. What is the substance? And when you advocate for something, you have to know what it is before you promote it. Now, people need to know ekisiyaga kyeki, because abantu baffe tebamanyi naki bakozesa lupanka. Ekisiyaga kye twogerako ye musajja. Excuse me, let me finish. Ekisiyaga, no, you see, whenever I go there, she gets uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable. I am not uncomfortable.
Hey, that's awesome. Spud, hey, says, hey, Jeremy, just got back from Fan Expo and meeting Jay. Thank you for taking a minute to chat today. I wasn't expecting Jay to call you, so thank you. Dude, it was awesome. I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, Jay did a video call. I got to speak with you for a few minutes. I appreciate you supporting. I appreciate you, having my back all these years, man. It was a pleasure to get to talk to you, bro. So that's really cool. Shout out to you. So chat. Shout out to Spud11. We had Jay texted me. He says, hey, can I give you a call real quick? I'm with a fan that's been following you since 2016. I'm like, yeah, freaking call. Let's go. And super cool, man. So it was an honor, brother. It was an honor. So thank you so much. That was really cool. All right, let's finish. Should we finish this? There's 10 minutes left. Is it worth finishing? I don't know. I haven't seen the rest of this. Should we watch the final 10 minutes? Is there some entertaining stuff in there, chat? Yes or no? Let me know. All right. A lot of people are saying yes. A lot of people are saying yes. So, all right, here we go.
This is why.
I invited Mr. Onzima.
For you, me, I'm a counselor. I know shit. Let me come. I want to tell you what homosexuals do. She doesn't want to talk about the privacy of their bedroom, where HIV spreads. You know that 70% of all homosexual men
even
have
heterosexuals
HIV.
HIV.
No, listen. 70% of all the homosexual men in sub-Saharan Africa, research by the Lancet magazine 2 years ago shows that they have 60 to 70% HIV, and normal heterosexual men are about 7%. When you're homosexual, you have more chance of experiencing death from HIV than a normal person. Why? When you take a man, this is a man's genital, and you insert them into the intestine, okay, they put their genitals into the excretory system. This excretory system is not designed to receive. It is only for exit. Chinechenda we bachikulusanya nechiyulika nechitirika omusaayi nechidoka chitambuza obulwadde. That is for men. For women, what they do is they begin their sexual acts because she does not have the equipment. They begin to use their lips. So the mouth is used to lick the other person. That's number one. It created orogonorrhea. Many lesbians have orogonorrheas, orosyphilis. Number two, because they don't have the equipment, they begin to use gadgets like bananas. They use carrots. They use bananas. They use cucumbers and other metallized ones, and they put them inside themselves. Because they are not normal. Bitandika okuyuza n'abaana zaabwe. Kati ono otandika okulaba. Batandika okumira n'empeke. But let me first finish. In Mulago today, I have been in Mulago for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, but he's a transgender for 6 years and he's not had any effect. Seen people
like her being patched up. Baba tunge mabega. Baba tunga bunda. Baba salamu nabana. I wish you ono yayina amabere. Muliriza. No, they don't want to enter into the bwino. Kankujireyo bwino. Bamire empeke. Kati ono amire empeke. Empeke zinestandiko munyiganyiga. Owulira. Empeke ezirimu obusajja testosterone. Okiwulira. That is why you begin to see someone begins to change. Mwana muwala na ya akyuka. Amabere bagasalako. Owulira. Katono bw'omukebera oyinza okusanga yayina amabere naye bagenda South Africa ne bagenda wa ne bagasalako. They cut off their breasts to look like. Then you see a girl who looks like, dressed like a man, and it confuses you. For Europeans, ekyo kye bakubira engalo. I want you to know
why do Europeans condone it and we condemn it in Africa?
Because you see, for us it is a human vice. For them, they are calling it a human right. Okiwulira? Fe waffe kibi, it's a human vice. For them, it's a human right. They call it a human right defender. Yesterday, the European Union ambassador to African Union donated 1.8 million European euros for these ones. Every day, Baba was sent. Finally, I want to tell you, in Uganda, the first man and woman is called Nambi Nechintu. What is that?
Pastor, before you go there, you've made
Nambi and Chintu was a homosexual.
You've made several allegations.
That is why for Europeans,
Pepe, you have the platform. Pepe, you have the platform.
Pasta is on fire. Holy crap. Pasta is on fire.
Without being interrupted by Pastor, medically, does being gay have any adverse effects?
Every sexual contact, if you expose yourself, if you risk yourself, be it heterosexual or homosexual, there will definitely be a risk that you've exposed yourself to. It's not limited to homosexuals. That cuts across. He's been claiming, making claims and allegations about HIV/AIDS spreading, how it's mostly among homosexuals. It's not true.
It's a gay disease. Get over it.
It's not true, Senpai. You know that.
Pastor, relax. Pastor, relax.
RB video. What are you talking about, Eric? Never mind. You're talking about the copyright claim. I got you. Yeah. So this is this is a wild interview. We are in the last few minutes of this, and this has been glorious. Gerald Armstrong says, you're welcome, Jeremy, for introducing you to pasta. I feel like I've seen some snippets of this, but I can't remember specifically. And I know I've seen other videos that this guy was in and other people that were kind of doing the same thing. It's so funny. I don't think I've seen this in its entirety, though.
It's true.
Yes.
It's just, actually, it's your ignorance.
No,
it's limited. I'm not going to talk about
You don't know.
I know.
When you don't have data,
I am not going to go
quiet.
back and forth.
Did we watch all of this, though? I know we watched, like, this is an hour and 10-minute video. Did we watch this part? I don't recall watching this part, but maybe I'm wrong. But I remember watching some of these video. But was it this part we watched? Okay. It was clips, small parts, not the hits. Okay. We saw clips. A lot of people are saying we saw clips. I don't remember. Either way. I don't remember all of this. I remember some of this.
But when we have data, let us talk.
Now, the final question. The final question. Pepe, how do you want society to perceive you?
As a human being, as a person who is part of this society,
But society has rejected you.
It has not rejected me. It is the propaganda of the likes of Semper.
What is your plan?
Wait a minute. You can't sit there and say that you're a victim and you don't have any rights. And then when he says, but society has rejected you, and then you're saying, but they haven't rejected me. Well, then that breaks down your whole victim narrative. Again, what this comes down to, and this is the kind of the I don't care what people do. I don't care. It's not my business. I do care about the victim mentality. I do care about the corporate and the political agenda that is clearly being pushed. And that is the problem. And if people don't understand that that's the problem, then you can't, then they're beyond my help. But this is not about individuals wanting to do whatever they want in their private life. This is about individuals that are not straight, and then the government and the politicians and big corporations are now funding a lot of this nonsense and trying to push younger children to do it, pushing the agendas. All of that is the problem. Pasta has been on it, and that is the problem that most people have with this scenario.
What is your clan? Loves me as I am.
What is your clan?
Actually, even right now,
what is your tribe?
Would your parents?
I choose not to tell you.
Onzima, would your parents? Onzima, no. Pastor, hold it, please. Pastor, or rather, Pepe.
I cannot believe you put me on a show with a hooligan.
Pepe, would your parents attend a wedding where you are with a person of the same sex?
A person I love, a person who cares about me, yes.
How
as
did your
I am
parents
here,
feel?
let me tell you, Simon, as I am here, my family supports me. Supports me, so I am here.
Are they supporting a
I
disorder?
have a name.
What is the tribe?
I refuse to tell you.
Okay, Pastor, this anti-gay activism.
No, me, I'm not an anti-gay. Me, I'm anti-sodomy. Nagano kulimbibwa. Gay is being happy. Me, I'm gay. I'm happy. But this is the confusion. They say to be a sodomite is to be happy. No, me, I'm anti-sodomy. Then one is a bisiaga.
And I'm anti-sexual violence.
Which
is talking about there when it comes to violence, we're on the same page.
Why don't you fight for heteros as well?
What do you mean?
Heterosexuals.
What do you mean? Fight for heterosexuals.
What
do you mean fighting for
their rights? Yeah, for their rights.
They are I am a human rights defender.
I'm
not limited.
Sodomy
I am not
defender.
limited.
You
I
are
am
an
not
activist
limited.
for LGBTI.
I am an
Lesbians,
activist,
gays,
bisexual,
transgender, and intersexuals.
Let me tell you something.
Where's the H?
Human rights. I told you earlier. I am a human rights activist. For this group, there are different people who work on different things. Like he does something different. You know, I do something different. You see. So It's a human right for human beings to coexist with each other.
Do you have hope that someday society will get to appreciate you?
Absolutely. I'm very optimistic. I am very optimistic.
Finally, yes.
I'm very optimistic.
We are dealing with a girl who thinks she's a boy.
A gentleman.
That is number one.
Treat him as a gentleman.
Symptom number one of gender identity disorder. If you parents are there and you have a girl who thinks she's a boy, okay, that is a sickness. You need to guide them and bring them for counseling. Number two, I'll give you my phone number at the end, 0772-641028. Number two, she does not have a tribe. So there is a lack of pride in who she is. An African by nature realizes that we have a history. We began with Chintu and Nambi. By the grace of God, we have reached here. And we who are living at the bridge between the past and the future, we must bear children. By
choice.
No.
It's by choice that someone should have a child.
No. Let me tell you, can't you
cannot have children.
No. Ezo mpisa zaffe ng'abaddugavu era kambabuulire nteka mu kamera wano mbabuulire ffe ng'abaana b'abaddugavu abasajja bassaabasajja kabaka ono simanyi gy'ava owulira singa waliyo amanyi omwana ono oba omukulu w'ekika twetaaga tumukuŋŋaanye era nkubira omulanga oyo gaabunga akulembera ekika ky'emmamba twetaaga okuŋŋaana abaana bano ono mubiru kati ono tamanyi na Luganda oyo mubiru aswazizza ekika ky'emmamba nga bwe tugamba mu Luganda nti omulya mmamba abeera omu n'avumaganya ekika omulya kisiyaga abeera ogu n'avumaganya ki ekisiyaga kati Buganda eyina okuvaayo eyogere ffe ffenna kati ne bana abalabirira omwana ono mutuyambe kubanga karoti zino muziraba amatooke gano ge beesonseka bino bikyukamba bye beesonseka abazungu ne babakubira akagombe nti muli baakabi Clinton n'abawa award bannanga baana batugendako era namwe abakola bividiyo ba musicians mulekeraawo keko ani mbayita muveeyo mutwegatteko okulwanyisa Chameleone Bobi Wine.
The final one. Don't you think you need to interface so that?
No, I have to pray for this young woman as I read the scripture for her. My daughter, I want to read for you a scripture.
No. I should take charge of this.
No, I want to read for her.
He's not ready. He's not ready. No. I'm afraid you're not going to do this. My guest is not comfortable. No. Well, on that note, we thank you very much. That's all we have for you. Good morning. The morning continues. All right, on that note, we wind up and that ends the show. The morning breeze.
That was amazing. Oh my God. That was the greatest thing I've ever seen. I don't remember that. I mean, I remember bits and pieces. I don't remember watching the whole thing. Maybe we did. But oh my gosh, that was it. Because I remember we went down the rabbit hole of like eat the poo-poo and all of that. Like we've seen all of this. Like I've seen a lot of the bits and pieces. I don't remember watching the whole thing. But holy crap. That was amazing. I had a blast, and I hope all of you did as well. I'm about to look that pasta up on Twitter, see what's going on. Like, what's up, bro? You want to come on CobraCast and have a conversation? Wow. Okay, you guys have been crazy. We are almost at the 1,000 likes moment. So, my goodness, at all the support. Sally Ito says, this is the best thing I've seen in a while. Aaron D says, the best words tonight. Go pasta. Trump pasta 2024. Thank you so much. Whew. David Phillips says, pasta gate. The legend is born for $20. Thank you. Kevin says, the best I can tell, this was around 2013, based on the screen crawl. David Phillips for 20 says, MCU fan, I didn't say anything about Krista. Stay in your lane, bro. Is MCU fan here? Let's go. Let me see. Coalee for 10. Trump has still got game while Biden got, well, Nothing at all. Daramouth over on Rumble for 10 says, "Hey Jeremy, I know Lofty has bad takes, but did you see the video he made of Trump? It is lit, worth checking out." All right, let's see if I can click on this. Is there copyrighted music in it? That's what I have to worry about. Let's see here. Jed, if you can, or if Krista or Jed, if one of you can check that, just see if there's any copyrighted music in that. I'll play it. Shout out to Lofty. I don't care if Lofty has bad takes. I like Lofty. But we'll check it out and see if we can play that one. Greg for 10 says, if Trump is now in the House of L, what is his if he's in the House of, I think I can't read what it says. Is that EL? What is his Kryptonian name? Trump's Kryptonian name. I like Magadonians, like Magadoni. I think that's I think Magadonia. So the Magadonian is what Trump is. What happened with Mueller today? I don't know. What happened with Mueller today? What happened with Mueller? Oh, you're talking about Mueller trying to get canceled by the Disney Star Wars fans, I think. I think that's what let's see. So like Cal L, Don L. Okay, that's what he meant. House of L. It's so small on the screen because we have it on a spreadsheet, and I couldn't see if that was an L next to it. Let's see. Lord Pterodax says, doing an awesome job. Keep up the good work. Hail Snake Pit and the 199. Thank you so much. Mike Hill, a movie that was rejected by two big movie companies is being too controversial, is being released next week and is about the Duck Dynasty family. I've never watched Duck Dynasty. I have nothing against it, obviously. Just never got into it. But I'd be willing to check that one out, especially if it's too controversial. David Phillips says, Pasta the Gay Exorcist for 10. Thank you so much. Let me see. Johnny the Wiz Kids, man, are you hyper today, Jeremy? MK1 party time. Well, I mean, you guys have been mega supportive. I mean, this is a sexy back end. We're about to show you a very sexy back end, and I think we're doing Titanfall 2. I think we're Krista, if you can talk in the ask the chat, ask the guys if anybody's willing to play Titanfall 2 with me tonight. After CobraCast, and we'll see if we can get a crew in here. All right, so we are at 1,000 likes, and as you guys know, at 1,000 likes, we show off that sexy back end, and I gotta say, it's pretty damn sexy tonight. I mean, you guys have been on it. Holy crap! Could we hit 199 members? I think we could. 199 members, maybe we can go for it right now. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the sexy back end. 1,000 likes. Look at that. $1,000 in chat revenue and 144 new members. 144. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Swig of water for the working man. Swig of water for the working man. 144 new members. Incredible. Johnny, let's see, Johnny Wary. Oh, that's a Juice Cannon. What's up, Juice Cannon? Gifted a D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you so much. Conan the Brobarian says, look at my highlighted comment. Where's your highlighted comment at? I don't know where it's at. Just type it again. I'll see if I can catch it. Jeremy's back end is so sexy it'll turn you gay. Dylan says, just subscribed and I couldn't be happier. Well, hey, welcome to the 199 and the Snake Pit. Thank you so much. Corn Pop is in the house. Thank you. Let's see. Dean H just dropped a gifty as well. Thank you. More Magus' donators here are amazing. Yes, absolutely amazing. It's crazy how supportive you guys all are. Now, again, as I've told you, this is something that we're slowly rolling out, but I wanted to, we're just testing things out right now. So it's not like I'm just kind of pushing it like towards the end of streams and stuff. But if you go over to geeksandgamers.com, as I told you, with the sponsorship stuff, not really looking to work with a ton of sponsors, maybe here and there. But if you go over to our website, geeksandgamers.com, if you click that support button, okay, so I have this dark reader on. Let me turn it off for a minute. All right, there. The site looks better when I do that. But I have this. If you go over to the website, you click support us. And you can go over there and we're working out like the whole deal. I don't even think I've put a goal in there yet. So the percent fund is not even going to show. But you can donate as little or as much as you want directly. That will help us out. It makes us avoid having to go through sponsors. As I told you guys, I had a pretty big meeting with a pretty big sponsor. Well, actually, not even a pretty big sponsor, a fucking massive sponsor. And the conversation basically was that they were interested in us because of our numbers, because of our following, because of our diversity of content. No formal offer was made, but I was led to believe that I could be expecting an offer in the 6 figures per month. But during that conversation with the owner of the company, I was questions about our controversial takes and our politics started to come up. And once that conversation went in that direction, I realized that this is not something that I'm going to be able to continue on, because I know what my answer is going to be. No, I'm not going to stop talking about politics. I'm not going to stop talking about being a Trump supporter. I know that's a divisive thing for a big company, but I'm not going to stop. So it doesn't really matter how much money gets thrown at me. I can't change who I am and what we are. I am not going to change what Geeks and Gamers is for no amount of money. I'm just not going to do it. So I refuse to do that. I don't have any ill will towards this company or the owner. They was great. It was a great meeting and a great conversation. Just for me, it was simply a situation where this is the first time in my career that I guess I've seen that moment where people shift because of money. And I didn't think it was as real as it was, but it clearly is. Like, that was a definitive moment for me where I said to myself, I'm not going to do it. This is where it happens right here. And once you accept that large amount of money on a contract, once you bend a little bit, you might as well just go ahead and throw it all away, because then it turns into, well, hey, you can't have this opinion on this movie because we have an agreement with this movie studio, or you can't criticize this video game because we're partners with this company that distributes the video game. And it's just a fucking nightmare. And that's what I saw. I saw that. And I'm like, if we're starting here, it can only get worse. And yeah, the money, life-changing money. And again, I want to be clear. No formal offer was made. It was never made. No money was discussed, but I was told what type of money I could be expecting prior to the meeting. And, but that's why I've decided I would rather just have the people support me, because I don't have to bend the knee when the people are supporting me. But clearly, for me to build this into what I want to build, I got to have a lot of fucking money. That's just the truth. But anyway, this is something we're rolling out on the website. We don't have all the kinks worked out, but if you guys want to go over there and throw some support, you can. If you don't, that's fine too. But we're going to build. We're going to keep building. All right. So let's read some super chats. Where are we at? East Coast Toasty Boy. Know who's not early and straight? Howard Stern. Absolutely. Let's see. Shadow Knight. Eminem fell harder because of how high he was. Howard Stern didn't have that far to fail or to fall. He's always been a degenerate copium beggar. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my take on it. Is I had Eminem in a much higher regard than Howard Stern, but Howard Stern is pretty pathetic, man. He really is. Great Tang. It says, I X'd you the other day after Columbine Howard Stern audio. It's disgusting. I vote for Eminem, though. Oh, you're talking about the Columbine comments. I have heard of those. They're bad. They're really bad. And that's why, like, again, this all comes down to if Howard Stern started talking pro-Trump and started calling out, Big Pharma and the Democrats and Joe Biden, they would take all those clips and use them against him and destroy him. And he knows that. And it just shows what type of coward he is. Bird Up says, unless I'm mistaken, Eminem never advocated for the end of freedom during COVID. Stern did, so Stern fell harder and further. Fair point. 10 Head for 5 says, Howard was a POS even when he was radio host for 98 KUPD or KUPD in Arizona. Yeah, Howard Stern's always has been a piece of shit. 10 Head for 5. Howard was, I got that one. Arthur Brown for 2 says, M was always super thin-skinned, to be frank. Yeah, that's true too. The Under Armour Gamer. I can't listen to M anymore. I still appreciate his old songs because it's kind of like it takes me back. It's like a time machine. Like, as a matter of fact, like, let me show you guys something. Krista, can I bring you in for a second? See if she's here. Can I bring you in, Krista? All right. So, Krista, I got to grab something and show the chat. So say hello to him.
Okay, hello. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just want to remind everyone here, we got a few people who are here. So get your Trump mugshot hoodie. We got hats, we got t-shirts and other merchandise. You can find all the links in the description. And newly merch added are hats. We got 199 hats. We got Don't Tread on Me hats. Yes, here you go, MCU fan. Thank you for the highlight. Yes, is my ex-wife here, MCU fan. Hello.
All right, we're back. All right. How you doing, Krista?
I'm doing good, thanks. Yeah.
All right. Do we have some Titanfall peeps lined up?
I will get back to you on that.
Okay. All right. Let me know. All right, here we go. All right. So I was at a retro store the other day, and I picked up. This is an issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly from 1994. It's got Mortal Kombat 2 featured. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Let me put that right here. Yeah, so Mortal Kombat 2 is featured. Super Metroid, I think, is on the cover there. Yeah, but like, this is so freaking cool, man. I love Electronic Gaming Monthly, and it's in near perfect shape. So if you scroll through it, like, it's just like, oh my gosh, like that's a look at that. That's a WCW video game with Sting on it. Like, that's Sting. That's from the Game Boy Advance, you know? And all this is what I want the website to look like. This is what I want our website to kind of resemble, is like these old school gaming magazines, you know? But this is the coolest thing ever. This is like a time machine for me. Going back through here and reading through these is like a time machine. I love it so damn much. It's just crazy, man. And the review, there's the review section. And if you remember, like, there's Sonic 3. There's the reviews for Sonic 3. If you can read that. Yeah, 10s and 9s right there. That is beautiful. And yeah, so anyway, I wanted to show that off really quick. Physical magazines are so freaking cool, man. Old school magazines, it's like a time machine. EGM, Game Pro, yes. Next Generation magazines were awesome. Nintendo Power, it was so good, man. It was so great. So yeah, I just wanted to show everybody that really quick. It was really cool running across that. And I always buy like Game Pro, Game Informer, EGM, and Nintendo Power. I always buy those when I run across them if they're in decent shape, and I collect those. So I know, like, a lot of people, like, I do like collecting comics as well, but I don't know a lot of people that collect retro video game magazines. I don't know a lot of people that do that. But I do. I collect retro video game magazines all the time, and I keep that in my mind in terms of like how I want to present our website, how I want it to look, so it can feel retro and have that same kind of vibe to it, because I think we can do something special with the website. And it's not, again, the website, when Geeks and Gamers does represent like everything. I don't really want to talk direct politics on there, but we will create, you know, areas on the website to talk about whatever you want, because it represents all of us and everything we do. So yeah, good stuff indeed. All righty, let's see. East Coast Toasty Boy, I say Eminem because having a great fall requires you to have a height of greatness to begin with. Can't fall if you're already on the bottom. Well said. Jared the American, Howard Stern has long TDs. Let's see. Jeremy, tell the chat to stop calling me Mr. Krista. So hopefully the chat continues to call MCU fan Mr. Krista. Feel free to even send super chats if you would like, just to make MCU fan cry a little bit more. Every super chat you send with MCU fan's name, just an extra beta tear comes out of that beta eye. East Coast Toasty Boy, I got that one. Cerber says Ron who? Exactly. Stone Chronicles. Let's see. Justice for CJ. Let's see. McMahon, he was kicked out of his band for speaking out of woke ideologies. Basically another Gina Carano scenario. I'll have to look into that. Let's see. Sane Adam, for the feet, LOL. Hail the 199. Don't get that fucking shit started. Vexosphere says, it's not gay if you 69 yourself, Jeremy. Oh my God. What is happening? Johnny the Whiz Kid, original meaning for gay is that you're happy. Yes, Pasta told us that. Pasta told us. Primark Vulcan says, Jeremy confirms 69% gay. We need rainbow 69 emojis now. Make it happen, Krista. Christian Rocker, get a CobraCast logo in the style of Cobra Kai. Okay, I think we can work on that. Nate the Great for 5. You know what UI, white boy. Thank you, Nate the Great. Appreciate that. Villa Idiot says, did you see that there's apparently a Japanese McDonald's commercial that's upsetting people because it depicts a traditional family? Really? Can we find that one? Can we find that one? David Phillips for 20. So, Mr. Krista is in the chat. Hey, girl. Dom H for 20. Like this, Mr. Krista. I want to see this. I want to see this this Japanese McDonald's commercial. Celluloid Dream. Culver's is so delicious. It'll give you a concussion. Oh, it's so damn good, man. It's so good. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with the 199. Thank you, Stone Chronicles. My bad, Jeremy. I think you missed my super chat from before. From Stone Chronicles. Jed, do we know where that one's at? Jed, Stone Chronicles?
It's on the list. I'm pretty sure you just got it in this push. Let me double check.
Okay. Yeah, double check and see if you can track it down.
Yep, you just got it. It was the one that was Justice for CJ.
Okay. Cool. Right on. Shadow over on Rumble says MCU fan over on Rumble showing even more support by not letting YouTube get a cut. Oh, so he's saying MCU fan on Rumble. And I guess I don't know if that Switch account was I don't know if that Switch account was MCU fan or not. I really don't. I thought it was at first, but the more listen, MCU fan for the longest, like I thought that was a hater. I think now MCU fan is a fan that's a troll. Maybe I'm not 100% on that, but I'm leaning more towards that for sure. But you got to understand, dude, like, and no bullshit. And there are people that have been following me since 2017 on Twitter that hate my guts. And they truly hate my guts. They have been in my replies since 2017. It's 2023. It's 2023. That is 6 years of dedication of hating my guts. And it's not like I've double checked. Like there's this one account. I'm not even going to name its name, but like I looked up their name and they were in forums on websites talking about how much they hated me. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like there's about 5 or 6 people that have been following me since 2017, just hating my guts, wanting me to die, wanting my channel to go down, wanting my failure. And I'm like, I mean, I appreciate the dedication. I really do. It's wild. It's wild. But this other account that showed up on the Rumble chat, they seem like they hate me pretty much. So I don't know. It's early on. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let me see. Back to the chat. Rufio says, from the UK, I support Trump. For me, he represents something far bigger than just a USA. Hate our typical lying, corrupt politicians. Love geeks and gamers. Hey, brother, right back at you. Thank you so much. Defending Truth says, imagine turning on CobraCast right this second. Oh man, Mo Zamboni, the only reason she is still here on Earth is because there are no buildings taller than the one story in Uganda to give her the hee-ho off of. Bird up, they insert the cucumber into the intestine. Jesse 007 joining late tonight, and what the fuck did I walk into? This Uganda video is unreal. A banana is different than a cucumber. Hail to the snake pit and the 199. Thank you. Zanaximus for $25. Sargon's in Miami on vacation. Should talk to him into visiting you all. He's a boomer, but I'm sure he'd have fun with you all at Universal. I mean, we follow each other on social media. I would love for Sargon to stop. I'd love to get Sargon here. I could hit him up and see. That'd be cool as hell, man. I've never met him in person, so that would actually be pretty cool. Thank you, Zanaximus, and I hope you're doing well, brother. Shadow over on Rumble says JDS, Jeremy Derangement Syndrome. Barry McCockiner for 5, not late, but still gay. MCU fan says bigots. MCU fan, why are you super chatting? This was earlier. What's wrong with you, MCU fan? Alan Tanasi, I am late. Hail the 199. Haters, mama, so flat their butts hula hoop with Saturn's rings. Oh, man. Thank you, Alan. And Alan, again, the gays eat corn the long way and sit on it sideways. It's opposite order. Greedo Gaming, Pasta needs to ask Beardo about corn the long way. Mahala for 10. I have screwed up my Rumble account trying to get you a Rumble rant. I'll get it next time because YouTube is asshole. I'm sorry you screwed up your account. Is there anything I can do to help? I mean, I have contact with Rumble, so I hope you don't have any issues. Let me know if you need any help on that. But thank you so much for the support, whether it's on YouTube or Rumble. You know I appreciate it. Corn Pop with the 199. What's up, Corn Pop? Gray Ghost. They eat the poo poo. Sensei Shark Bait. Where's the H? LGBT. That's right. They got him on that one. It was good. Archer Blades, my favorite Trump moment was when he brought fast food for college football players to the White House party during the government shutdown. Mainstream media tried to make a joke of it. Shaking my head. I know, man. He's so down to earth. It's crazy. Let me see. Strigoi says, off topic, but wanted to thank you and curse you for getting me back into Titanfall 2. Oh, it's so good. Titanfall 2 is the GOAT. It's so good. Coali, having integrity sounds gay. Sounds gay. Let's see. John Harrison. Some more of Pasta's fine cooking. YouTube hilarious Ugandan moments featuring Pasta Simpa and more. 8:54 minute mark. All right, maybe next time. We've had a lot of pasta tonight. Jed, if you can make a note of that super chat for the next CobraCast, and we can watch that one. Analog Hermit. The plushies arrived last week. Currently sitting on yours and Ryan's face the long way. Can't stop thinking about it. Blast Radius. Stern playing the woke game is so transparent and cringe. People see through his BS. They absolutely do, man. He is Howard Stern's a pathetic piece of garbage. David Phillips for 20. Jeremy, Mr. Krista really doesn't want anyone to say her name. All right. Dirk Mathers, member message. Saw a note on a gas pump. Lone officer on duty inside. Yeah, pretty much. Pyro Beetle, is that how you say it? Pyro Beetle for $2 on Rumble. Hail to the 199. Thank you. Johnny the Whiz Kid. I first heard of Howard Stern from watching this day claymation show on MTV called Celebrity Deathmatch. Oh yeah, I remember Celebrity Deathmatch. Absolutely remember Celebrity Deathmatch. Where did it go? He was the referee for the mud fight for Jenny McCarthy versus Carmen Electra in bikinis. Just his style. Yeah, back then. Let's see. Jared Armstrong for $9 on Streamlabs. Jeremy, you should follow Pasta on Twitter. I'm sure he has one. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look him up. Johnny the Whiz Kid. I want Trump to sign my Home Alone 2 VHS cover. Wouldn't we all? Lord of the Ree says they eat the poo-poo. Shadow. Says, I have a surprise coming for Jeremy in the future. I'm putting it here for those to remember the 5th of November. Thank you, Shadow. Johnny the Whiz Kid, I had an earlier Rumble rant at the top if you can catch that one. Also a $2 super chat. This was such a crazy and funny podcast. Thanks for the fun night. I think I've decided to stream Rampage for the N64. Hell yes. Hell yes. Sister Goon says Ron's career is over. He may as well start getting his resume ready to apply for MSNBC or CNN. I agree. I agree completely. And it's crazy. Ron DeSantis' political career is probably over. It's over because he decided to cross Trump. And he deserves it. He deserves it for doing what he did to Trump. He deserves it. Dwayne says, never stop being a rebel, man. Love the show. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Dwayne says, no feet again. Thank the Lord. Mountain Mutt says, ChristaCast 199, Return of the Forehead. Also, possums. Let me see. Pyromaniac, or was it Pyro Mancer? Is that what it is? Pyromancer? Rainbow Road Jeremy. Joe from Member Message. Thank you for the gifted again. Much appreciated. Always fun being here with you guys. The gifted memberships have been insane. We are currently up to 167 new members. 167. Let's see. Strigoi, a member of the Snake Pit. Thank you. Mike Hill, a year of this craziness. Get ready, guys. It's going to get wild. That's why following on Rumble is important. Obviously, continue supporting on YouTube as well, but just Rumble for backup and Rumble. I might, look, man, like I said, early talks with Rumble right now. Really excited about that. So we'll see what happens. Aaron D says the best words tonight from Pasta. Trump 2024. Trump Pasta 2024. Sally Ito says, this was the best thing I've seen in a while. Roberto Gonzalez, Trump will be the first president, says FDR, to get elected 3 times. Joe Sepp dropped 20 gifted memberships. Thank you. Juice Cannon with that member message. Snake Pit 199. Huge ass. Private Parts is still a good movie, even if Howard Stern himself is a phony, degenerate MCU fan. I agree. Cattle Dog says MCU fan KDS equals Krista derangement syndrome. Cody says MCU fan is Krista trolling for super chats. Mr. K. Krista, would you like to address the accusation from Cody?
Krista. Yeah, so MCU fan is my ex-wife, and they hate it when I bring them up, and they hate when they see my face in super chats or in the chat. So keep spamming them.
There you go. Thank you, Krista.
Thank you.
Mountain Mutt says CobraCast 199 possum eating competition to follow. Brian Stewart, does anyone else love watching Raylo reactions to the Rise of Skywalker? Star Wars Rise of Skywalker crazy theater reaction is my favorite. I haven't watched those in a long time, but I wouldn't mind doing that again. So General Lissimo Liberty says a Trump moment of note, dropping the F-bomb, talking about climate change, and seeing the woman's reaction behind him was funny. Love Trump. Love it. Let me see. Sully Box says Rumble chat just got an update. Did it? Shadow says get more emojis on here, Krista. You heard him, Krista. Light it up over there. Hayden Wayne for 20. Don't forget to look into the area of Texas that is selling land to migrants for low down payments and high interest. Seems there are illnesses. Take a note of that one, Jed, too, if you don't mind. Thank you, Hayden. Hope you're doing well, brother. Nosmer Unlimited. What a stream. Hail the 199. This is for MCU fan. Thanks, Jeremy, for getting me into Titanfall. Never played, but haven't had this much fun since Halo 3. It's high praise right there, because Halo 3 was peak gaming for a lot of people, rightfully so. Let's see. Hayes Primera says Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow versus Mihawk. Who wins? Well, I don't know enough about Mihawk at this point because I'm fairly new to the world of One Piece. But just consider, I don't know, Krista, how far into One Piece are you, Krista? Let me see what Krista has to say. How far into One Piece are you?
Not enough to know everything. I mean, One Piece is a. You're
Have
asking the
have
wrong person. Ask Jay Hailstorm. He's finished it.
Oh yeah, he has. Hailstorm. How far into it are you?
I finished it.
Without spoilers, because how powerful is Mihawk?
Pretty powerful.
Yeah, based on just what I saw in the anime or the live action and what I would assume, Mihawk probably annihilate Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, to be honest. So he'd probably annihilate both of them.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, so that's just based on the little bit I saw. Mihawk's awesome though. Awesome. Hailstorm psychopath has finished the entire fucking anime, avoiding filler. But in what, 2-3 weeks?
Just caught up now is all.
You're crazy. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with him. Yeah. But the Snake Eyes doesn't have any like super powers or anything like that. So I think Mihawk, based on the little knowledge I have, would probably wipe the floor with anybody in G.I. Joe, outside of maybe like Nemesis Enforcer or something like that. Let me see. Where did I leave off? Super Grova. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Hail the 199. Happy Friday. And when my Bills play the Fins next week, we will stomp them. Hey, my boy Tua. I'm all in the Dolphins because I'm a Tua fan. So we'll see what happens. But I have a lot of belief in them. Why am I getting that? Hang on, I'm getting a weird message on my phone I have to look into. Let's see. Forward this over. There. Okay. Analog Hermit. Is there a place on the Discord for Aussies to connect and hang out in person? Difficult here to find like-minded people on this non-existent continent. I mean, we have some decent we have obviously Lethal Lightning and they have the full Aussie. And obviously I think like just between like, you got Warren Smith, you've got several people here that are from Australia. So I'm sure you guys is Lost Tales. Do we have any of the Aussies in the Discord? Curious about that, but we definitely have quite a few Australian followers. Z Highness has come to the Snake Pit. Look at it. Yeah, so in our Discord, with the Geeks Gamers Discord, we have the Snake Pit, which is kind of like where the CobraCast fandom hangs out right in there. So Aussies are pretty badass too. They are. There's Eric K dropping the link. So go to the Snake Pit and they can help direct you from there. Generalissimo Liberty says we need a parody Sister Christian, Mr. Krista. And I think we are caught up. Let me see. Are we actually caught up? Wow, we are caught up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Hailstorm, do we have a Beard of Shame ready?
Yep.
All right. So yes, there will be a Titanfall stream tonight. There will be a Titanfall stream. I told you if we had a banger CobraCast, we're going to do it. Hailstorm's going to be there with me. I don't know if anybody else is going to be there, but Hailstorm will be there at least. CK Win says, Jeremy, I tagged you on Twitter of the McDonald's ad with the traditional family. Okay, let me see if I can find that really quick. Let me go to just mentions. Thank you, CK Win. Okay. So this is what's causing all the problems. Here we go. It's got 479,000 likes. Holy crap. Look at this. It's got 480,000 likes and 86 million views. This is what they're mad about. If you are I want to be clear. If you are a person that is upset about this ad, you are mentally deranged. in every way possible. You are on the wrong side of every argument if this is a problem for you. There is literally nothing wrong with this. This is adorable. There's nothing wrong with this. This is exactly what who could be upset about this? Holy crap. Seriously, if you are offended by this, you have a mental derangement that you need to have addressed because, and I guarantee you, anybody that's upset with this has pronouns in their bio. They have pronouns in their bio. Holy crap. Here, I'll retweet this shit right now. There. Retweet it right now. How do you look at quote tweets again? You have to. I'm going to be careful with because, you never know what you're going to see on Twitter. So this is why they're mad. God, these people are nuts. These people are psychos. Unbelievable, man. Imagine being offended over that of all things. Good Lord. All right, let's see. Thank you, CK Win. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I was, what was it, man? It was like this commercial. I was talking about this the other day. Before we end, I want to show you guys this because this was like, it should be in my history. History. Let me go through my history really quick. It's just like, this is from my childhood, okay? So I don't know how many people are going to connect to this or not. I have no idea, but like, I just remember how wholesome this commercial was. It was a Flintstones Christmas commercial. Let's have to type it in. Flintstones Christmas commercial. It's like Fruity Pebbles. Here it is. Like I miss stuff like this was so fucking cool. Like it's cool because you don't see stuff like this anymore. But this is from my childhood right here, man.
Season 3 in our souls. Yummy fruity pebbles in our bowls. Oh, here comes you know who. Yabba dabba fruit, delicious stew. Oh, I'm hungry. Santa, my pebbles! Your pebbles? 'Tis the season to be sharing, Fred. Happy holidays, pal. Oh, Fred. Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles cereals, part of this nutritious breakfast.
That is awesome. Bro, I love it so much. And it just played for years and years, and it's just like, I just remembered every year during Christmas I would see that, and I loved it. It just always gave me that good old feeling, good old Christmas feeling. So hell yeah, man. That's good stuff right there. So anyway, let me see where we're at on this. Play the second one. Okay. All right. So we do have a beard of shame tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So again, thank you so much for all the support. You guys have been incredible tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, CobraCast 199 is proud to present to you tonight's Beard of Shame.
Yeah. Fuck you. Heartfelt.
To me, the opposite of woke is being asleep. And if woke means I can't get behind Trump, which is what I think it means, or that I support people who want to be transgender, or I'm for the vaccine, well, dude, then give me the beard of shame. One moment, I need to take this. Huh? I won? Are you sure? I see. You're saying it's because I'm a hypocritical piece of garbage? Gotcha.
Oh, God. Hailstorm. Like, was any of that really his voice?
50% of it was all just ripped straight from the
Okay.
yeah, up until the beard of shame part, that was actually him.
The fact that I couldn't tell was what's crazy about it. So that's good stuff right there. Shout out Hailstorm. Shout out. All right, so we're gonna wrap up this episode of CobraCast 199. Again, 167 new members tonight. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Incredible stuff. Incredible indeed. And yeah, I just humbled to be part of it. So we will get here. Talk for a minute, Krista. Talk for a minute so I can set up this other stream.
Hello everybody. Good to see you here. Thank you for being here. Have you smashed that like button? That's good. Okay. Have you gotten yourself a merchandise on the CobraCast website? If not, you can find it in the links in the descriptions. We have a lot of different merches. We have shirts, we have hoodies, we have hats. We even got mugs and stickers. So yeah, you could support even with a sticker. So that's awesome, right? Yes. Is MCU fan here? That's good. Hi.
Yeah. The other day when you came in and you were like you didn't know what to say and you just started randomly talking about Melania and the chat was like, oh, so adorable how she was talking about Melania.
I mean, it's true. Melania is awesome. She's the most beautiful first lady in my opinion. And, you know, she did a great job. She was involved in a lot of charities. And, you know, it's so funny how these people always say like, oh, she only married him because of the money, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, she was a really successful supermodel, you know, and she had a kid with him. You don't just have a kid with someone just for nothing. You know, like they're obviously in love. They got married. And these people are just mad just because it's Trump and he tells the truth. And, you know, he's a strong dude. And they're upset about that.
Yep. Well, thank you, Krista. I do have the link for the Titanfall stream up at the top, so you guys can go over there and continue the snake pit discussion over there if you want. Jed, how are you doing, buddy? Tell them where they can find you.
Well, I'm doing great. You can all find me on YouTube and Kick at Hollywood Scholar.
There we go. Are you going to play Titanfall with us? You probably got too much to do.
Not. Yeah, I got to wake up pretty early tomorrow.
No, I hear you, brother. Jed's always here, man. He's always here. So I appreciate you, bro. Krista, where can they find you?
You can find me. I've been streaming a lot on Kick. That is Krista Novo 2Vs, and also on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can follow me there, where I post a lot of educational things typically. Yeah.
Educational, like pictures of like weird animals.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Hailstorm, where can they find you?
Find me on Kick at J Hailstorm with 1 J.
Good job, buddy.
Yep.
Hayden Wayne for 10. The mental people seem to be trying to make it sexual. That's what I've seen anyway. It's adorable. Japan is based. They're against the ginger side. Yeah. I gotta look. I gotta see the reaction to that. That's wild. If anybody's offended by that, that's wild. PX Shaman says TF2 is better than Titanfall 2. Scream Fortress. Talking about Team Fortress 2. I know you guys want me to play that. Hayden wants me to play Armored Core. Johnny the Whiskey, Bernie. Hey Fred. How come we're celebrating Christmas? Is Jesus? If Jesus isn't even bored yet, Fred, just eat your fucking cereal. LOL. And then Nick becomes a new member of the Snake Pit. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So Titanfall is happening very soon. Shout out to Rumble. I'm going to try to run it on Rumble and Kick and YouTube. I'm going to try to connect all of it. So I'm going to run it through Stream Labs and we'll see what happens. Okay. So we'll see what happens. You know, if we have to restart it, we'll have to restart it. We're going to leave you with some Sabaton. Have a great night, Snake Pit. I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you for continuing to support us. Remember, if you want to go over to the website and support us directly, that will help us continue to build, and just avoid having to deal with sponsors and all that bullshit. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone. And there we go. By the way, Dara Mouth, I did get your, I'm pretty sure it was a $10 Rumble rant. You were asking about Lofty Pixels. I just didn't get clearance if we could play it without it getting copyrighted. So that's why. But I could look at it for next time. But I did read it. I read all the Rumble rants. Let me confirm if that was Dara Mouth. Yeah, Dara Mouth for $10. So I did read it, bro. I did read it. So that's why I just didn't. I love Lofty, so I'll have to make sure it clears copyright before I play it. It's just like 2 minutes. So we will look into it, but I did not forget you, Rumble guys and gals. So thank you. I'll see you guys for Titanfall in just a bit. Have a good night, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.